Hey, hi, it's Steph. There we go. It's Stephanie Evelo here with the Evelo team at Keller Realty, and Happy New Year. We are excited to kick off today's session and share with you what's happened in the local market in 2024. And I have with me, as always, our valued senior realtor partner, Bob Woerner. Bob, can you take it away?
Yeah, so we're just going to get started. In January, we always just try to do like a kind of a year-long review of each of the stats we normally go over every month. So I'm just going to get right to it. First up is that median sales price. We ended December of 24 at just a little bit over 300,000. I think the key thing to look at here is that year-to-date change. So we were up 4%. So we've kind of come back to a lot more of what's normal for central Indiana, right? For the majority of time, when we have an increasing market, we normally increase in that 4 to 6% range. Obviously, 2020, 2021, 2022, we saw some double-digit growth. So we've kind of gone back to what we normally see. And next up is that kind of cumulative or median days on market. So we saw that increase as well. So we ended December with a median days on market at 32. That is up 16% for the year. What's interesting, I don't have a slide on it. There's also a slide on average days on market. So the average days on market actually went down a little bit. Again, keeping in mind the median is just the midpoint between the highest number and the lowest number, which is usually a better reflection of reality. But that just means the distance between the longest and the shortest decreased some. And so that average actually went down, but the median went up a little bit. Month supply of inventory. So again, a balanced market, generally considered about a 4 to 6 month supply of inventory. We haven't been there in a really long time, but we have been creeping back up towards 2%. We don't have a year-to-date number here because this is just a month-to-month comparison. So we ended December at 1.9 months, which was up just a tick from last year, up 2.5%. Next up is that percent of list price received. So just on average, what is that sales price or list price to sales price ratio? We ended December at 97.8%, and just a minimal change from where we were last year. We were at like 98% last year, so we were down 0.2%. A couple more slides here. That active inventory, again, this isn't a year-to-date number, but we ended December at 4,319. That was up 10% over last year. And closed sales, we ended December with 2,261. We're basically flat to last year, but we were up a little bit. We closed more sales in our market in 2024 than we did in 2023, but just barely. And the number of new listings for December was 1,590. That was up 2.8% over last year. And I think that's my last slide there.
Wow. Yeah. A little bit of changes going on. We see things ticking up, a little bit of, time and such. So just something for buyers and sellers to be aware of, right? For
Yeah.
upcoming market changes. And what about interest rates currently?
Yeah, so we
What's going
always
on
try
there?
to take a look at that each month we do this. So they've kind of actually been creeping up a little bit as well. The last couple or 3 months we've done this. Again, this is just kind of lots of things that go into the interest rate you might receive. So this is just a big weekly primary mortgage market survey that's put out. So we ended last week at 6.93% on average. When we did our presentation in December, we were at 6.69. So we've gone almost a quarter point since then. And I anticipate we'll see kind of some of these ebbs and flows for the next few months. But in general, most people are not thinking we're going to go high into the sevens or anything like that. That will settle out a little bit into the sixes this year, but we'll see how that shakes out.
We're all hoping, right?
Yeah.
Uh, so any final thoughts that you want to leave? What
Yeah, just always kind of try to leave us with something. So people are always, we go to the event or we go to the gathering. How's the real estate market, right? What's 2025 look like? So there is some anticipation that mortgage rates are going to come down slightly again. I think we presented last month. I think we had like five different groups that predicted where we might be each quarter in 2025. And for the most part, everyone was predicting that we're going to see in the sixes, maybe like the mid sixes this year. I think I probably said last month we're not going back down to 3 to 4%. This is where we're at. The good news is we're down now from where we were at this time last year, and if we go down a little bit more and stick in those sixes to mid sixes to low sixes, that'll be some relief over where we were at the end of 2023, parts of 2024 for sure. And then we kind of talked about it in our first slide. From a buying perspective, that's kind of where mortgage rates are going to be and how that impacts you. And then from a selling perspective, or those folks that might be doing both, home prices are expected to keep rising, but again at a much more normal pace. So for our market, that might be in that 3 to 5% range, 4 to 6% range. So that's kind of where things look like they're shaking out around here for 2025.
Well, fantastic. I was going to say, as I look out the window here, it's very snowy, but yes, the real estate market is already starting to heat up. I know I've met with three sellers wanting to know about the value of their home, even just this last week. So, yeah, so it's no time better than the present, right? To find out what the value might be if need be. Well, we just appreciate you being here. Thank you so much, Bob, for your information and for sharing each and every month with us here and sharing out to our public watchers here. And we want to say thanks so much for joining us. And if you have a real estate need that we can assist with, let's connect. You can contact us at info@eveloteam.com, or you can contact us at 317-863-9011, and we'll post all that here in the post below. Thanks so much for joining us. And as always, make each moment count. Bye-bye.